Hello, good evening. What have you discussed in our previous class? Can anyone want to tell? So, who do we have here? We have Ankita ma'am, Priya ma'am, and Rupali, I guess Rupali ma'am. So, hello, am I audible? Hello. Yeah, Ankita ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what had we covered in the previous class? Do you want to tell?
I was absent previous class.
We ran absent. Did you watch the video of the previous class?
No, sir.
Okay, please watch the video. Okay, anyone else? Yeah,
हेलो सर, गुड इवनिंग
good evening.
सर। प्रीवियस क्लास हम लोग मतलब 1200 स्क्वायर फुट में कैसे कितना रूम साइज हो सकता है वो वाला हम डिस्कस किए हैं। और 1000 स्क्वायर फीट में हम लोग कैसे कितना रूम हो सकता है वो वाला डिस्कस किए। और टॉयलेट का कंपोनेंट अब टास्क दिए थे।
हाँ हाँ, टॉयलेट का कंपोनेंट टास्क दिया था और एक टास्क में भी मैं दिया था आपका
ये
जो
सर,
है, या डिटरमाइन द टोटल नंबर ऑफ ब्रिक्स, तो वो किसी ने नहीं किया अभी तक। एस्टिमेट का जो टास्क दिया था वो किसी ने नहीं किया। So that task is pending. Please do that. And
yes,
the toilet tasks, the components of the toilet task, 2 personal room, you have done, and Dipanjali ma'am has
sir,
also.
50% I have done.
Yeah.
50%
Okay. Okay. जितना हुआ उतना भेज देती है आप मैम। ठीक है। तो ओके ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्लास आप भेज दीजिए क्योंकि
ठीक है सर।
हाँ। सो बेसिकली
एक्चुअली
हाँ
वो जो प्लान दिए थे, एक तो मैडम,
हाँ
क्या उनका नाम
हाँ,
पता नहीं मेरे को।
आप
तो
आप आप अपने घर के हिसाब से बनाइए ना।
हाँ, वो वाला पूछ रही थी मैं, उनके हिसाब से बनाऊं या
नहीं नहीं
मेरा
नहीं
घर?
नहीं नहीं, आपका जो घर है वो आपके घर के हिसाब से बनाइए ना, सबका सेम रहना जरूरी नहीं है।
ठीक है सर।
हाँ, अपने हिसाब से बनाइए, ठीक है। So some more people have joined now. Right now we're going to start. So basically 2 people have done the tasks of the assigning the various room sizes, components of your toilets. So we'll discuss the planning of the toilet and we'll discuss what is the minimum size which is required for the toilet after this, after everyone completes the task. So for now let us complete the construction processes. तो हम लोग construction process में फिर से जाएंगे और हम देखेंगे। एक 1 second, let me just spare me a second, just okay. So I'll share my screen right now and will show you. So in the previous class of the construction processes, how much we discussed? I think we discussed about the site visit. We discussed about the layout. Foundation we had discussed. Foundation we discussed, na? Pile, this pile drillers, augers, and then your pile tripods. We discussed this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we covered this pile foundation and then this PCC.
शटरिंग तक सर खत्म हो गया था
शटरिंग खत्म हो गया था ना, ठीक है।
Yes, sir.
तो हम लोग आगे बढ़ते हैं। यहाँ पे after the shuttering is complete and we had also determined we also found out how to determine the quantity of the shuttering materials. तो अभी आप लोग सब shuttering material quantity calculate कर लोगे किसी भी आपका footing का you'll be able to determine the quantity of shuttering material in meter square for any footings right now. Yes, no?
No.
Why? We haven't covered that. शटरिंग मटेरियल कैसे निकालते हैं, वो हुआ था कि नहीं हुआ था? क्वांटिटी किए थे ना हम लोग?
हाँ सर हुआ था, शटरिंग हुआ था।
रॉड बेंडिंग के बाद मैं फिर से रिवाइज कर दूं एक बार?
हाँ सर।
हाँ एक बार बोल देता हूँ, वीडियो देख लेंगे तो आपको याद आ जाएगा, ठीक है। सो विल जस्ट रिवाइज दैट पार्ट अगेन। ओके, सो वी जस्ट टोल्ड यू हाउ टू, मैं कॉन्सेप्ट सिर्फ आपको बता देता हूँ, बाकी आप वीडियो देखेंगे तो आपको पता चल जाएगा, पुराने क्लास का वीडियो देखेंगे, नहीं होगा तो फिर हम लोग कर देंगे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। लाइक वी हैड ट्रांसलेशन स्टेप्स 1, वी हैड दिस like we have shown you this. So suppose the length of this is 1100 into 1100, अभी कुछ याद आ रहा है तो, and this length will be 3 inches extra, that is 75 mm extra. Remember now? So we need to calculate the material which is used in the shuttering. So for the two portions, the length will be the same as the length of the footing, and for two portions the length will be a little bit more. The purpose of this length being a little bit more is that because you need to fit this particular shuttering material together. Okay, so we calculate like if the footing size is 1100 into 1100, so the shuttering material quantity will be 1100. Let's suppose the depth is 350, 1100 into 350 into 2, and this one will be 1100 plus 75 and 1100 plus 75, that is 1100 plus 150, 1100 plus 150 into the depth into 2. Have you got my point?
Yes sir.
समझ में आया कि नहीं समझ में आया? ऐसे ही बोल रहा हूँ।
Yes sir. Yes sir.
समझ में आ गया ना? ये जैसे देखो फुटिंग का लेंथ हमारा जितना है चारों तरफ, आपका दो तरफ उतना ही शटरिंग मटेरियल लगेगा, प्लस आपका इनटू आपका डेप्थ ऑफ द फुटिंग, तो आपका स्क्वायर मीटर में निकल जाएगा शटरिंग मटेरियल। और बाकी जो दो साइड है आपका जो लेंथ है, लेंथ थोड़ा आपको ज्यादा लेना पड़ेगा, 75 mm मतलब 3 इंच करके दोनों साइड में ज्यादा लेना पड़ेगा। टोटल आपका 150 mm आपको ज्यादा लेना है, 75 into 2, तो इतना ज्यादा हो गया। और आपका डेप्थ आपको पता ही है जितना आपको फुटिंग का डेप्थ है, तो ऐसे आपका शटरिंग मटेरियल यू कैन गेट द क्वांटिटी ऑफ शटरिंग मटेरियल इन मीटर स्क्वायर। सो प्लीज आई विल जस्ट पिंग इन द ग्रुप, in the class we had covered this part, then you can just watch that video and clear your doubts, get your doubts clear. So shuttering materials we had discussed. Now moving forward, so this is shuttering.
सर एक्चुअली शटरिंग जब मतलब पढ़ाई हुआ था, मैं नहीं मतलब क्लास नहीं की थी।
हाँ
प्रॉब्लम हुआ था नेटवर्क में, इसलिए। तो
उसका वीडियो आप देख लीजिए, ठीक है, वीडियो देख के आप उसको कंप्लीट कर लीजिए, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट एंड इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है। आपको मतलब रीइंफोर्समेंट कैलकुलेट करना आ गया फुटिंग का?
रीइंफोर्स में भी शायद मैं नहीं था,
तो ठीक है,
स्टार्टिंग से 3 क्लास 4 क्लास में नहीं की हूँ,
तो बहुत क्लास मिस कर चुके हैं आप, तो उसको देख लीजिए क्योंकि आपको फाइनल रिपोर्ट सबमिट करना है और उसमें ये सब मेंशन करना है। तो प्लीज वॉच दोस वीडियोस, अब तक देख लेना चाहिए था आपको, ठीक है कोई बात नहीं, अभी देख लीजिए एक एक करके एंड कंप्लीट दिस एंड देन विल मूव फॉरवर्ड. सो दिस शटरिंग मटेरियल कैलकुलेशन, द नंबर ऑफ रॉड्स आप निकाल सकते हैं, द नंबर ऑफ रॉड्स which will be used in a shuttering, footing, and the number of shuttering quantity of shuttering materials which will be used in the footing. These parts we have discussed and hope you have cleared it out. And the next part is the concreting part. So there was a discussion in the first class that what is concreting, and the common answer which we got was concreting is basically the placing of concrete. So this, as you can see this video. अच्छा वीडियो में साउंड आ रहा है क्या आपको?
नो सर.
Okay, then it's open. So as you can see, these footings have been reinforcement binding has been completed, and then only the concreting part has been remaining. After checking all the reinforcements, what we need to do is we need to provide the shuttering materials, and after that we'll go for the casting of the footing. Okay. So this checking you can see that there were in the drawings, as you saw, that there are 16 mm bars were used, and the spacing between these two bars also you can check. And on the reinforcement, so it is not visible here. On the reinforcement, the grade of the reinforcement and the diameter of the reinforcement is written. We can just pause the video. Pause नहीं हो रहा है. I can show you here. It is actually there. System is taking some time. Actually, here you can find the diameter of the reinforcement, and you can also find the grade of the reinforcement steel. So if you can just play the video, I'll show you. There is some issue. Let me just try to play it from the start. Okay, there is some issue in the system. Just close this and restart the program. So basically, in before concreting, we need to check properly the shutterings, and then we'll provide the we'll need to check properly the reinforcements, and after checking the reinforcement, whether the reinforcement are provided properly or not, and after that only we can apply the shuttering material, and after that we have to go for the concreting works. So the full video I'll show you this time. Yeah. Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just observe the footing reinforcements and the column reinforcement.
Sir,
So as you can see also, there are some these bars which are used in the columns. They are called starter bars. Starter bars are used for the connection. These starter bars are used for the connection between the column and the footing. You can see there are 4 numbers. One, this is also the starter bar. This one, and the engineer is checking the spacing between this particular reinforcements.
तो उसका मतलब कितना mm में होगा
ये 16 mm का reinforcement था, जैसे कि आप ड्राइंग में भी देखे होंगे. फर्स्ट क्लास में ड्राइंग दिखाया था आपको, अभी भी फिर से दिखा दूंगा.
ओके सर.
अभी देख लीजिए, उसके बाद मैं ड्राइंग में आपको मूव ऑन करूंगा. Then you also need to ensure that that the bottom, the proper cover is maintained. We are showing the starter bars for the columns. As you can see, this is the starter bar. Starter bar is provided for connecting the column and your footing. So now, as you can see, this is one pile. This is one particular pile, and this is one particular pile. And this pile cap is actually a 4 pile cap, as we had shown in the drawings. We'll also show you now also.
सर ये
You
क्या
see the
रेसिडेंशियल बिल्डिंग?
this concreting has been done. क्या बोल रही हैं?
सर ये रेसिडेंशियल बिल्डिंग है या
कॉमर्शियल बिल्डिंग है, कॉमर्शियल बिल्डिंग। आपने फर्स्ट क्लास अटेंड नहीं किया था, मैं बिल्डिंग का पूरा डिस्क्रिप्शन दिया था, वीडियो में एक बार देख लीजिए। कॉमर्शियल बिल्डिंग है, लगभग 9000 स्क्वायर फीट प्लॉट एरिया है, 8400 स्क्वायर फीट इसका बिल्टअप एरिया है।
ओके सर।
So after checking, the shuttering material is applied, and after the shuttering is applied, we go for the concreting. So this is all about the concreting, and let me just show the drawings once again, as he had asked. So this I had shown in the first class, the drawings of the pile foundation. See what is 3 pile, what is 4 pile, we had covered. And also this is the foundation details. This is a pile, and we discussed that as रूपाली मैम आप पूछ रही थी ना कि यहाँ पे जैसे 16 mm बार यूज हो रहा है, कौन सा mm का बार यूज है? 16 mm का बार यूज हो रहा है, उसका स्पेसिंग भी दिया है, 6 इंच का स्पेसिंग है। 16 mm
सर
बार
इसका हम लोग को पीडीएफ मिल सकता है क्या?
पीडीएफ आपको दिया नहीं जा सकता क्योंकि ये क्लाइंट का है, बट इसके आप जैसे वीडियोस आपको दिया जाएगा, आप उसमें से स्क्रीनशॉट लेके आप मतलब अपने रिपोर्ट में यूज कर सकते हैं।
ओके सर, ठीक है।
So this was the drawing of the foundation, and you had also seen the steps of the concreting. So while concreting, which steps we need to consider, or which steps we need to take care so that properly concreting is done. So can anyone tell which are the points which need to observe during concreting if we are currently at a site? आपका reinforcement checking complete हो गया, आपका shuttering checking complete हो गया, अभी concreting होना है आपका। तो which things you need to make sure, which precautions you need to take? Can you just tell me during concreting? क्या क्या चेक कर सकते हैं concreting करते टाइम? Please tell. Basic, you can tell anything, don't hesitate to ask, please just tell anything, like anything you are just using common sense, कुछ भी बोलिए। Yeah, yes, रूपाली मैम बोलिए। Hello.
No idea sir.
Okay, so basically there are some certain things which you can observe or which you can check while concreting works, is that during the mixing of concrete, please note it down, during the mixing of concrete we can check the
Sir, once again.
Yeah,
Yes sir.
during the mixing of the concrete we can check the ratio of the mix. Okay, ratio of the mix we can check. And second point, please note it down,
Ratio.
Mix ratio, just write mix ratio. This will be heading of the point. Checking of mix ratio. Checking of mix ratio. Checking of mix ratio of concrete. Okay. Then the second point will be,
Yes,
second point will be the mode of mixing concrete. So in mode of mixing concrete, in some places it happens that if you use machines or if you mix concrete mechanically using the help of any particular mechanical instrument like concrete mixers, then it is good. And if concrete mixers are not used, if you mix them manually, like कहीं कहीं होता है ना, आपको मिट्टी में concrete mix कर आप देखे होंगे ना?
Yes sir.
So in those cases, if concrete mixing is done manually, we should ensure that it is done after placing a plyboard. कोई भी plyboard या आपका मतलब place करके उसके ऊपर ही आपका concrete को mix करना चाहिए। नहीं तो क्या होता है? Otherwise, if you don't apply a plyboard, or if you just mix concrete on any rough surface, then what will happen is the water will the water will leak out through that surface and the proper water cement ratio will not be maintained. So these are the 2 points, that is the mode of mixing of concrete should be mechanical, and if it is not mechanical, you need to ensure that plywood or any other plywood surface is given below while mixing. So these 2 points you can take into consider. And another thing, the third point is that the height of placing the concrete, the maximum height of placing the concrete should be 4.5 meter. 1.5 meter. So 1.5 meter, like if the average, like when I'm just doing the
So
concrete,
the height of placing the
प्लेसिंग द कंक्रीट मतलब आपका मान लीजिए कोई भी कंक्रीट होगा तो कंक्रीट को आप मतलब ऊपर से बहुत ऊपर से अगर फेंकेंगे नीचे, then it will if you put the concrete from a higher larger height than 1.5 meter, then it can result in segregation of concrete. So what basically happens in segregation is that the constituents of concrete, that is your aggregate, the sand and the water, it gets separated. तो तीनों चीज का एक मिक्स होता है. The concrete is the cement is the binding material which binds the aggregate and the sand together. So if you throw it from a higher distance than 1.5 meter, then it can result in your segregation. So मैं IS code में भी दिखा दूंगा आपको कहाँ पे लिखा है ये चीज. So we'll show you that. Okay. So these are the 3 points, and more points if you find, you can add in your report. If you find more points while which need to take care during concreting. Okay, so we'll keep concreting up to this much. And now the next point is your next point which you have here is our site visit ho gaya, layout ho gaya, plain beam, grade beam, basement wall. Okay, it's a separate thing. Okay, foundation ka concreting ho gaya. So the foundation concreting is done, and after the foundation concreting is done, then the next thing is your plain beam or grade beam. So plain beam is usually grade beam is usually provided. Grade beam का spelling गलत है, यहाँ पे GRADE होगा. Grade beam. So grade beam diagram we had shown you in the first class. Let me just open it and show you again. So basically this is a grade beam. We had already asked you questions about this grade beam, so we'll not discuss about this in detail. So basically the purpose of the grade beam is to hold the two foundations together. So suppose we have two foundations and the two foundations can be held together with the help of this grade beam. So दोनों तरफ से आप खींच रहे हैं आपका foundation, दोनों foundation, तो so tension is generated in the grade beam due to the foundations, and the purpose of the grade beams is to keep the foundation tight, the footings tight together. So in this case, we have your pile caps. The purpose of the grade beam is to tie the pile caps or pile caps slash footings together.
Pile caps?
Pile caps slash tie, मतलब pile cap or tie. Pile cap or of the footing, sorry. Pile cap slash isolated footing लिख दीजिए. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे जैसे pile cap है, हाँ pile cap है, कहीं पे isolated footing भी हो सकता है. उसका purpose वही है. To tie the pile cap or isolated footing together. तो इसमें आपका जो आपका मतलब अभी हम लोग फर्स्ट क्लास में वो भी डिस्कस किए थे कि आपका डिफरेंस क्या होता है आपका ग्रेड बीम में और आपका प्लेन बीम में. बेसिकली आपका जो बीम होता है इन एनी बीम, you know, there are two types of zones, that is the tension zone and the compression zone. So there are two zones in any beam, that is the tension is at the top and the compression is at the bottom. But in the case of the grade beams, in both zones we have tension. Okay, so that's why equal number of reinforcement is provided both at the top and the bottom. मतलब आपका नॉर्मल बीम में आपका जो है यूजुअली ऊपर आपका टेंशन होता है, नीचे कंप्रेशन होता है. तो इसीलिए आपका दो ऊपर और नीचे अलग अलग reinforcement प्रोवाइड किया जाता है. मान लीजिए ऊपर आपका तीन let us if there are 3 number of 12 mm reinforcement at the top, there can be 2 number of 12 mm reinforcement at the bottom. But in case of grade beam, if there is 2 number of 16 mm or 12 mm reinforcement at the top, in the bottom also there will be 2 numbers of 12 mm reinforcement at the bottom. So same reinforcement is applied both at the top and the bottom of the grade beam. So this is the purpose of the grade beam. And the plinth level is the plinth beam is also has a similar purpose, but the plinth level is the level. I'll show you in this picture. Let us discuss about the grade beam in detail now. So as you can see here, this is our pile cap reinforcement. After the pile cap reinforcement, we have this grade beams, and these grade beams are tying the pile caps together. As you can, this is a grade beam, and this is another grade beam. So basically, this is tying the pile caps together, as you can see in the side. So in the first class, we had shown you over the site conditions, and we had told you about what are the points which you need to observe during the site visit. As you can see here, this is the same site, and the same site, the pile footing reinforcement has been completed, and after that, so the pile cap has been completed, and after that, we are applying the grade beams at the top level of the pile cap. So समझ में आ गया तो grade beam कौन सा है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll move forward, and then we also had, as we had shown you in the first class, the architectural plan. We had lift, we had basement. हाँ बोलिए.
Sir, plinth area estimate क्या होता है?
कहाँ पे?
Plinth area estimate.
Plinth area estimate मतलब आपका जैसे यहाँ पे ग्रेड बीम है ना, तो जहाँ पे ग्रेड बीम होता है वहाँ पे प्लेन बीम नहीं होता है. ठीक है, तो मान लीजिए कॉमर्शियल बिल्डिंग है, बड़ा बिल्डिंग है, वहाँ पे ग्रेड बीम देते हैं, यहाँ पे लोड ज्यादा होता है. तो प्लिंथ लेवल मतलब आपका जहां से आपका बिल्डिंग स्टार्ट होगा. मान लीजिए आपका ग्राउंड से कुछ हाइट ऊपर हम लोग बिल्डिंग स्टार्ट करते हैं, ग्राउंड लेवल तो नहीं करते हैं ना. वो जो हाइट होता है, जितना हम लोग आपका ग्राउंड लेवल से ऊपर जाते हैं, उसका तो उसको पेरिफेरी वॉल, पहले तो पेरिफेरी वॉल देके उसके बाद सैंड फिलिंग करते हैं. मैं आपको फोटो दिखा दूंगा अभी. तो उसको हम लोग प्लिंथ लेवल कहते हैं. तो प्लिंथ एरिया एस्टिमेट मतलब आपका जितना एरिया है प्लिंथ लेवल के अंदर उतना, मतलब आप मान लीजिए प्लिंथ एरिया एस्टिमेट का डेफिनेशन.
Yes, sir.
प्लिंथ एरिया एस्टिमेट का डेफिनेशन तो वही होगा, टोटल एरिया which is included at the plinth level, ऐसे ही कुछ होगा. एग्जैक्ट डेफिनेशन तो मुझे पता नहीं, बट आपका जो मीनिंग है उसका वही है कि प्लिंथ एरिया का. मैं को फोटो दिखा दूंगा.
Okay, sir. ठीक
है, तो ये आपका ग्रेड बीम समझ में आ गया कैसे यहाँ पे अप्लाई हुआ था साइड पे.
Yes, sir.
Okay, तो हम लोग यहाँ पे लिफ्ट पे मूव करेंगे. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग लिफ्ट से यहाँ जैसे देख सकते हैं. So we had some lifts here. Let me just show you the drawings of the lift portion. So these are the grade beam slabs. Pardon me for being a little fast. Okay. So we had a staircase in this portion, and here we had a lift. So let us just check the reinforcements which have been used in the lift. So this is the lift, and as you can see in the three sides, the front side there will be a door. So in the three sides we are applying giving RCC walls, which is also called lift shaft walls. Please note it down that the walls of the lift, RCC walls on the lift are called the lift shaft walls. So RCC? This RCC walls which are used in lift are called lift shaft walls. See why they are given, because we can use a brick wall here, but they are given because in a lift there are different types of loads which are acting on a lift. So RCC walls are given so that they can transfer the lift loads of the lift properly. Okay. You can say if we apply the brick wall, they will only be able to transfer the vertical load. Only this load they can take. This load they cannot take. So, but in lift there is some there can be some vibrations and all. Yeah, there can be some vibrations due to the lift. So that's why we have to provide shear wall in the case of lift. So that's why they have provided the shear wall for the lift, and shear wall the shear wall reinforcement also. Let me just show you reinforcement drawing also. Let me show you. You can take a screenshot while you just see the video.
Sir, shear wall is provided only vertical, matlab,
shear wall is provided in those cases or in those situations where the brick wall is not able to take the load. As you know, the brick wall is a non-structural member. The purpose is only for partition. Okay. So when we need to transfer loads, like we have the basement. So basement in basement, what basically happens is you have the soil pressure. The brick wall cannot take the soil pressure, so you have to apply an RCC wall. So that's why in the basement we provide the shear wall or the basement wall. Same case in the case of lift. In the case of lift, there are some vibrations which the brick wall cannot take. So for that we use the shaft wall or the shear wall. So this is the diagram of the basement wall. As you can see, this is an RCC member and the reinforcement details are given here. So similarly, the lift wall is also similar. Structural drawings. Let me just check whether we have the drawing of the lift walls or not. Okay, don't have here, but it is similar to the basement wall. It is similar to this basement wall, the reinforcement of the lift wall. So where were we? Okay, lift we had completed. After the lift we had completed, and this was the basement wall. As you can show, this is the same concept, because if sand filling will be done, the basement wall is given. It is an RCC wall which is usually constructed so that they can take the loads of the sand filling in the area outside the building. So this is a low-lying area, and outside the building there will be some sand filling done. So to take the loads of that sand filling, the basement wall is done. तो कोई भी आपका underground होता है construction, मान लीजिए कोई भी, if for any underground construction we need to give the basement walls. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this is the basement wall, and the basement wall will be RCC member, and then we have the columns. So in the columns, as you can see here, column ke, so we'll first just look in our drawings of the columns, and you can see there are some. These are the column reinforcements, and this is the column shuttering applied. So if you understand the concept of behind the shuttering of the footing, you can also calculate the quantity of shuttering of columns. So this is very easy. So let us just go through the drawings, structural drawings of the columns, and see what are the reinforcements which have been given. So I'll take you toward the reinforcement details of the columns, as you can see here. So here, as you can see, we have markings, different markings of columns. So when you will go to the site, when you will have a structural drawing, so basically the column markings, to see the column markings, they will need two drawings. That is the column layout drawing, which is this one, in which we have the markings of the column, that is C1, C2, C3, C4. There are various types of columns like this, and the details of all these columns, will be given in the table, which is called the column layout. As you can see here, suppose this one, this is the details for the columns marked C1, C3, C4. So the details is this is the width, and this is the length, and this is the stirrups. So basically what we have in this is 1 feet 4 inch into 2 feet column, and the reinforcements used in this column are 4 number of reinforcements of 20 mm, that is 420T, and 4 number of reinforcements of 25T. So the 4 reinforcements of 25 are marked in black, and the 4 reinforcements of 20 are marked in red. And the ties given in this particular column is 8 mm tie at the rate 8 inch center to center. Okay, so what
number of reinforcement है उसका कितना बताए? 2 inch.
बोलिए फिर से बोलिए, मैं सुना नहीं.
2 number of reinforce जो होता है उसका diameter कितना होता है?
2 number of reinforcement कब बोला मैं? ये यहाँ पे 4 है आपका.
हाँ, 4 है.
4 reinforcement आपका 20 mm का, ये 1, 2, 3 और 4.
और सर उसके
पहले बोला था. अब पहले लेफ्ट साइड में जो है 1, 2, 3, 4, ये 4 reinforcement आपका 25 mm का है, तो 425T है लिखा है.
ओके सर.
T मतलब आपका डायमीटर इन mm, 425T है यहाँ पे, और आपका 420 है. ठीक है.
ओके सर.
एंड जो ये जो आपका टाई है, ये टाई दिया गया है 8 mm का, एंड जो पर्पस ऑफ द टाई है, यहाँ पे आपका एक कॉलम है, तो ये जो आपका कॉलम में लोड जब आता है तो ये आपका बेंड हो सकता है, कॉलम ऐसे करके बेंड हो सकता है. तो ये जो बेंड होने का फिनोमिना है लोड पड़ने पे, इसको कहते हैं बकलिंग. सो ये बकलिंग अवॉइड करने के लिए, टू रेजिस्ट द lateral forces, the tie is provided in column.
So
उसको
to
आप लिख सकते
register.
to resist the buckling due to the lateral forces, the tie is provided in columns. ओके तो और ये जो टाई है ना, इसको साइड पे जो लेवर है वो रिंग बोलते हैं, और रिंग जब आपका कॉलम में अप्लाई होता है तब इसको हम लोग टाई बोलते हैं सिविल इंजीनियरिंग में, और जब व्हेन इट इज अप्लाइड टू द बीम्स देन इट इज कॉल्ड द स्टिकअप्स. So if anyone asks what is the difference in any interview, if you get asked what is the difference between tie and stirrup, so basic difference is that tie is used in columns and stirrup is used in beams.
Okay, sir.
So this is the basic difference, and so this is the reinforcement detailing, and you need to check, if you are at the site you need to check the reinforcement detailing of the particular column, and you can see
Previous slide की
the
diagram कर रही थी थोड़ा सा. Previous slide. Yes, sir.
screenshot ले लीजिए.
Okay, sir. हो गया है.
So as you can see, this is my cursor visible. This is the ties which are used. This is the ties, and this is also the tie. You can just mark this is the tie, and these are the main reinforcement. These are called main reinforcement. The longitudinal ones, main reinforcement or longitudinal reinforcement. So in this diagram, the reinforcements of 25 mm and the reinforcements of 20 mm are the main reinforcement or the longitudinal reinforcements, and these ties are called the transverse reinforcements. Okay, so we have the longitudinal reinforcements as well as the transverse reinforcements here, and as you can see, similar to the drawing, it is provided all the reinforcements, and while at the site we need to check the reinforcement detailing is done properly or not, and after the reinforcement detailing has been done properly, we need to go for the shuttering. So while shuttering, while providing the shuttering also, we need to check whether the cover is provided properly or not. So does anyone know what is cover and what is the purpose of cover? आपको पता है cover क्या है and क्यों दिया जाता है? I discussed in the first class, I think. Okay, I have a little bit less time, थोड़ा कम time है. So basically, the distance between, I can take any. So this distance, basically, this distance between the end of the column and the reinforcement applied is called the cover. The here 2-inch cover is given. Generally for columns, cover used is 40 mm, and 2-inch will be approximately 50 mm. Cover is given here, but the minimum cover which has been which is given in column is of 40 mm. So, and the cover is provided to prevent corrosion, because steel can corrode. So while applying the shuttering, we'll ensure that. So suppose this is the reinforcement binding. This is the reinforcement binding. This portion we just can use a rectangle here. So this portion, the reinforcement binding, after the reinforcement binding, this portion is done. We'll apply the shuttering. I can just change the properties here. So we'll apply the shuttering. While applying the shuttering, we need to make sure that a cover is maintained, and the minimum cover which is used in columns is 40 mm, and the purpose of the cover is to prevent corrosion. So another question which is commonly asked in interviews is that what is the difference between the nominal cover and your clear cover? So basically, can anyone tell what is the difference between nominal cover and clear cover? किसी को पता है? Why are others not participating in the discussion? Please go ahead. Do you know what is the difference between clear cover and nominal cover? एनी आइडिया? यस नो? कम से कम यस नो तो बोल दो. Sneha ma'am, do you know, do you have any idea about what is the difference between clear cover and nominal cover? If no, then we'll proceed. If yes, then we can just move forward. हाँ बोलिए.
सर क्लियर कवर जो होता है वो रेनफोर्समेंट और स्टीरअप्स में यूज होता है सर.
ओके. तो
नॉमिनल कवर
नॉमिनल कवर बोलिए.
इंटरप्रेटेड एज अ कवर.
देखिए बहुत ही सिंपल है, ज्यादा कुछ कॉम्प्लिकेटेड नहीं है. यहाँ पे देखिए इसके अगर हम लोग इफ वी जस्ट वॉच दिस ड्राइंग, yeah, watch this drawing. If we find the distance between the center, this center of this particular reinforcement to this this portion to the end of the concrete, then it is called the nominal cover or the effective cover. And the clear cover is the distance between the clear distance between this two particular area. So we have two terms which we have discussed here. Let me just put the text here. Clear cover and nominal cover. Sorry, effective cover. Effective cover and clear cover. Effective cover is the distance between the center of the reinforcement to the end of the concrete member, and the clear cover is the clear distance between the reinforcement and the end of the concrete. Okay, concrete member. So this is the basic definition. It's not a bookish definition. तो समझ में आ गया ना, मतलब यहाँ इसके सेंटर से आपका इसके कंक्रीट जहाँ पे कास्टिंग होगा, कंक्रीट जहाँ तक रहेगा वहां तक आपका जो है क्या है, इफेक्टिव कवर है. और या इसके दोनों के बीच में जो क्लियर स्पेस है वो आपका क्लियर कवर है. तो यहाँ पे देखिए, यहाँ पे क्लियर कवर आपका 2 इंच है. 2 इंच मतलब 50 mm. और जो मिनिमम क्लियर कवर हम लोग प्रोवाइड करते हैं, आपका मिनिमम क्लियर कवर विच इज प्रोवाइडेड इन द कॉलम्स इज 40 mm. So I hope it is clear. So we'll move forward.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now in columns, in columns, as you can see, the curing is done after the concreting. You need to do some curings, and as it is a vertical member, so for the curings you can use the gunny bags or the jute bags. You can tie the jute bags. The people tie the jute bags in the column, and then they do the sprinkling of water. And this is the process in which the curing of the RCC columns is done. So can anyone tell me what is the purpose of curing? Why is curing essential in any RCC member? Curing का क्यों जरूरत है?
सर वो स्ट्रक्चर को स्ट्रांग करता है.
Yeah, basically structure strengthening is done during the curing. But if you go to the basics, you go into your study of materials which I think there is building materials. If you go into the study of building materials, which is in second year, or concrete technology, which is in third year and fourth year, during your course, you can find that what is the composition of cements. In that you will find a reaction which is called the hydration reaction of cement. In hydration reaction of cement, there are two compounds which are generated, that is C2S and C3S, which imparts your permanent strength, and another imparts your temporary quick strength in the concrete. So these C2S and C3S for generating these two compounds, तो जो आपका परमानेंट जो इंस्टेंट जो स्ट्रेंथ है, जो आपका 7 डेज तक आ जाता है, 20 डेज तक जो आ जाता है, वो स्ट्रेंथ आपका अचीव हो जाता है. उस स्ट्रेंथ को भी अचीव करने के लिए आपको वाटर चाहिए, क्योंकि जो कंक्रीट का जो आपका सीमेंट का जो रिएक्शन होता है, हाइड्रेशन रिएक्शन, for that hydration reaction to happen, and for those compounds like C2S and C3S to generate, you need the hydration reaction, and for the hydration reaction to happen you need water. So that's why your water is required. And ये जो आपके मतलब there are some techniques also to for the curing, quick curing, like यहाँ पे देखिए, यहाँ पे वाटर अप्लाई हो रहा है, तो यहाँ पे अगर हम लोग ऐसा कुछ कर सकें कि वाटर अप्लाई हो रहा है और वो वाटर निकले ना, इवेपोरेट ना हो, तब भी आपका जो है आपका क्यूरिंग हो जाएगा. तो उसको कहते हैं मेम्ब्रेन क्यूरिंग. अभी Simplex, L&T, ऐसे these companies they use membrane curing in their buildings. So what the people do is they apply a membrane on the surface of the concrete members so that the moisture in that particular member cannot escape. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
you can search about that in detail. So but basically while if you are a site engineer and if you are in charge, you should ensure that properly curing is done. And when a newly casted member, मतलब जैसे यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं आपका इसका शटरिंग मेटल खोला गया है, तो they should be protected from excessive sunlight and excessive frost conditions. Those things you need to check if you are a site engineer or if you have gone for inspection. Okay. So basically this is all about your curing. So how much we have discussed? Okay, in the next class, so we'll keep up to this this portion in this class. In the next class, we'll discuss about our slab staircase, and then we have remaining here. We'll also discuss about some portions about your other steps which you need to consider while we are at a construction site. So these portions are remaining. So this is the day 7 of your class. This was supposed to be your last class, but we have some portions remaining. So we'll do another class, and now we can take questions of how you are finding this session, and okay, and what did you learn till now. तो कैसा लगा आज का क्लास?
अच्छा लगा सर.
अच्छा, कुछ नया सीखने को मिला?
Yes sir, definitely.
Okay, तो आप
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
सर ये जो सेक्शन चल रहा है वो कितने दिन का मतलब चल रहा है?
ये आपका 7 डेज का सेशन है. तो ऑलरेडी आपका आज 7 डे है, तो आप लेट ज्वाइन किए हैं, तो आप एक काम कर सकते हैं. आप ग्रुप में जो है पिंग कर दीजिए, ठीक है, क्योंकि एक दूसरा बैच चल रहा है हिंदी में, तो उसका शायद डे 2 है, तो उसमें आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. तो आपका मतलब पहला जो पोर्शन वो भी आपका कवर हो जाएगा, ठीक है. और या तो आप जो पुराने वीडियोस हैं, आप मतलब जस्ट ग्रुप में पिंग कर दीजिए, प्लीज सेंड ऑल द वीडियोस. तो आपको पर्सनली जो है सारे वीडियोस, इसमें जितना भी वीडियोस है 7 डेज का, वो मैं आपको सेंड करवा दूंगा. तो उसको देख के भी आप बाकी टास्क कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं.
ओके सर. सर इसके बाद और भी मतलब क्लासेस होगा क्या?
इसके बाद और भी आपका समर इंटर्नशिप्स जो क्लासेस हैं वो होंगे. एक्चुअली हम लोग का आपका 2 सेक्शन रहता है. ये आपका एक फ्री सेक्शन रहता है और आपका पेड भी रहता है, ठीक है. तो पेड में आपका जैसे हम लोग कुछ कोर्सेस कराते हैं, जैसे आपका G+1 बिल्डिंग डिजाइन यूजिंग AutoCAD एंड StatPro.
सर वो कब? हेलो.
हाँ बोलिए.
सर वो कब होगा वो क्लासेस?
वो क्लासेस भी चल रहे हैं आपका. आज जैसे सेकंड डे था G+1 बिल्डिंग डिजाइन यूजिंग AutoCAD एंड StatPro का, सेकंड डे था आज. और बाकी आपका 13 से एक और न्यू बैच स्टार्ट होने वाला है. टेक्ला स्ट्रक्चरल डिजाइनर है, एक सॉफ्टवेयर है, तो उसका भी न्यू बैच स्टार्ट होने वाला है. और ये सब आपके कोर्सेज चल रहे हैं. और जो फ्री के जो क्लासेस हैं, फ्री में भी हम लोग और कुछ नया चीज लेके आने वाले हैं, जो फ्री क्लासेस हैं. तो ऐसे ही चल रहा है.
तो थोड़ा सा इंफॉर्मेशन मतलब देंगे तो और भी बच्चे लोग है कि इंटरेस्टेड ये जानने के लिए.
किस चीज के लिए बोलिए?
ये मतलब साइट विजिट भी वगैरह उस चीज का इंटरेस्टेड है वो मतलब जानने के लिए और पार्टिसिपेट करने के लिए.
साइट इंजीनियरिंग ट्रेनिंग के लिए ना?
यस सर.
साइट इंजीनियर ट्रेनिंग के लिए. साइट इंजीनियर ट्रेनिंग हम जल्दी लेके आने वाले हैं. उसका कोर्स शेड्यूल आपका प्रिपेयर हो गया है, तो उसको भी हम लोग लेके आएंगे. तो आप कनेक्टेड रहिए, आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगा साइट इंजीनियर का, आपका जितना भी ट्रेनिंग है. बाकी एक आपका जो एस्टिमेशन है, एस्टिमेशन का जो हेलो.
हाँ सर, एस्टिमेशन का भी इंटरेस्टेड है.
एस्टिमेशन का भी कोर्स आपका मतलब स्टार्ट होने वाला है. क्लास आपका स्टार्ट होने वाला है. एस्टिमेशन क्लास आपका स्टार्ट होगा आज. ये इस मतलब 10th से स्टार्ट होगा एस्टिमेशन क्लास, तो वो भी स्टार्ट होने वाला है.
सर मेरे को थोड़ा सा इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए कि मतलब उसका कुछ लिंक वगैरह चाहिए कि रजिस्ट्रेशन करने के लिए.
ठीक है, मैं आपको इसमें व्हाट्सएप में भेज दूंगा रजिस्ट्रेशन लिंक. आप वहाँ पे रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं. उसके बाद हमारी टीम आपसे कांटेक्ट कर लेगा. ओके, ठीक है. सो भाई आप अपना जो टास्क है मतलब उसको प्रीवियस वीडियो देख लीजिए, उसके बाद आप कंप्लीट कर लीजिए। ओके, बाय।